What's up, nerds? It's time for me to show you how I make my version of the Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supreme on Taco Tuesday.
First thing first, you get a tortilla and use some queso. I have white queso or queso blanco, in other words, white melted cheese. But you can use any kind of queso, shredded, liquid, what have you. Add as much as you want.
Next, take a sip of your cooking beer. Mine happens to be a Bud Select, since it's the week and not the weekend. Next thing you want to do is add your protein. I'm using leftover chicken from my chicken that I made the other night.
See the chicken?
I should take a moment to say I preheated the chicken for about 30 seconds in the microwave. That way it's not cold when I add it to the tortilla, because it won't cook all the way through in the skillet. Because you can overcook the tortilla, then you get a burnt tortilla. Nobody wants a burnt tortilla.
Then if you're like me and like sour cream in your Crunchwrap Supreme, add some sour cream. Cheese, chicken, sour cream. Next, I add some chives and cilantro. Then I add some chopped up tomatoes. Then I add a little bit of lettuce, cheese, chicken, sour cream, chives, cilantro, tomatoes, lettuce, tortilla.
But Reverend, wait a minute. What about the crunch? Tortilla chips, my friend. Simple, ordinary tortilla chips.
Crush your tortilla chips. You want to crush them fairly well, because you don't want the sharp poke at the edges poking through the tortilla. You can use a couple handfuls if you want. There's no wrong amount in my opinion.
And as always, I like to add some original verde salsa from Herdez. This stuff I think is just the best as far as bringing out some flavor goes. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of this on, and then I'm going to top it off with a little bit more queso, and then I'm going to fold it up, and then it's time to put it on the skillet.
So the next step then is my skillet's already a little bit warm. I'm going to go ahead and move this over to the skillet. I'm going to move my plate from the cold part of the stove. And the reason I'm doing this is I've got my skillet on low, and I just readjusted the temperature to make sure that it's on low, and it was. And what this is going to do is this is going to allow the tortilla to soften up a little bit. We'll come back when it's ready. Time for a new beer. Let's go ahead and check on this. The tortilla's getting there. It's not 100% soft yet, but it's getting there. We'll check back in a minute. The tortilla is now ready to be folded appropriately. You're gonna bring it over and then just fold it kind of in a spiral pattern. It's not rocket science, it's really simple. And now that we have it like this, the next step is to grab your spatula so you don't burn your hand, slide it under, carefully put it underneath again, and then slide it back out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna crank the heat up just a hair so we can get those bottom flaps nice and molded in the shape that we want. So when we flip it back over to continue cooking, it'll cook more or less evenly throughout. It only takes just a couple of minutes, probably a solid 60 seconds. Now while we're waiting, what I would also recommend that you do, just to make this meal even better, I'm not doing it this time, but I do suggest that you do it, is have a little bit of rice to go with it, maybe some beans, because why not? I mean, it's Taco Tuesday after all. What I think is a great pairing for this beer, and I know a lot of my craft beer enthusiasts are probably going to stop following me and shun me, but I really do think this is a great cooking beer to go along with it. It's a Bud Select. Yes, I know it's Budweiser. Okay, yeah, they're the bad guy. I know. But here's why I like it. It's crisp, it's light, it's easy to drink, and it just pairs well with almost everything. It's just such a blank palate that there's really no right or wrong meal to pair this with. Now, I don't think that it's the best beer that you should pair, but I don't think there's a meal you can't pair with it, is what I'm saying. So, just remember, before you get on your high horse and act like you know everything, remember, we all started somewhere, and I'm willing to bet there are very few, if anybody out there, who started off their very first beer being a craft beer and they absolutely loved it. My first beer was a Michelob.
Ultra. No, it was a Michelob. Just straight Michelob Amber Bock, I think is what it was, something like that. I don't know. Point is, I know it was a Michelob. And that was my first beer. And I thought it was great. And then I found there were some other beers that are even better. So the Reverend's rant is over. Let's go back and check on where we are. So it's actually been 2 minutes. Now let's see where we are. Slide again, use your rubber, or not rubber, but plastic spatula. So we're getting some nice crisp on it. It's not ready yet, just another couple of minutes. Hopefully not more than 1, maybe 2, but I do have mine on a medium setting. See? I promise you it's medium, you can't tell, but it's medium. Now I've already taken the spatula and flipped it, and this is about what you want. You see how it's got a nice brown to it? Now you can go ahead and just lay that back down. Turn your heat down a little bit though, to a little bit lower than medium, and let it cook for about 2 minutes, maybe 3, but 2 definitely to check. You don't want to get the same type of brown on there. Keep going. Let's go ahead and check. Perfect. I'm gonna lay it down here for just about 13 seconds while I go get my plate, because my plate got moved. Don't know where my plate went, found my plate. It's a little less than 13 seconds. And now let's go ahead and grab that bad boy right up off, put it on the plate, turn off your heat, remove the pan from the heat so it doesn't ruin your pan. Take a congratulatory sip of your cooking beer. Again, mine by choice is this wonderful Bud Select, because again, it's a work day and 99 calories, and I'm not gonna get totally hammered before work tomorrow. So crisp, light, refreshing. Pay me some money, come on, Budweiser. Then the next stage, we're gonna walk over, we're gonna grab this, we're gonna sit down, and we're gonna enjoy it. Don't pay attention to the noise behind me. The Exorcist is on TV. But here we go. A Homade Crunchwrap Supreme on Taco Tuesday. Let's go ahead and take a bite. Oh, that's amazing. Now, you may not think it's as good as Taco Bell's version. I didn't use as much cheese. I mean, they pack theirs with cheese and they have a different kind of cheese. But I think mine tastes pretty damn excellent, actually. So here I am enjoying my beer, enjoying my dinner. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed making it along with me. Again, the recipe's pretty simple. Leftover chicken, leftover ground beef, fresh chicken, fresh ground beef, fresh any kind of protein. If you don't want protein, fine, don't put protein in it. Make it a vegetarian style. I don't care. You do what you want to do, and I'm going to do what I want to do. Like the video, subscribe to the video. Don't like it, don't subscribe. Again, you do you. Don't let me tell you what to do. But I at least hope this was in some way, shape, or form informative. If you want to leave me a nasty comment, I might ignore it. If you want to leave me a happy comment, I might read it out loud. Who knows? We'll see. Cheers. Thank you for watching Cooking with the Reverend. And we will talk to you.